provide the Tesano Police Depot as the location for the collation process. It was agreed that new locations in Accra and Kumasi would be designated for the collation process. The actual locations and time were communicated to the police on Tuesday, the 17th of December. The police assured the Commission of its full cooperation and readiness to enable us complete the collation processes. However, later that Tuesday, the 17th of December, the police, in the letter to the Commission, indicated that once again, their intelligence reports had revealed planned unrests by party supporters for both Accra and Kumasi, making it difficult for them to guarantee the security of the collation process as earlier planned. This has put our efforts to complete the collation process at a standstill. It is important to note that contrary to the narrative that the Commission staff have not been ready, our staff have been fully aligned and ready and poised to complete their task. Indeed, all our teams from the regions, the Eastern region, the Ashanti region, were all at the Tesano Police Depot to carry out their task.
So earlier, Erabna was also raising some concern. So it appears it's been 3 in favor of the MPP now, with the NDC not winning any of the seats so far. So, sir, what are the concerns? Erabna, you first.
Well, we had 62 polling stations to collate in Ablekuma North. We got a call late last night. I mean, I wasn't even called. It was a message I got to be at the collation center. We got here this morning, EC already admitting that with Ablekuma North, they only had 165 pink sheets, which had already been collated. And then together, all 3 parties, we collated the outstanding up to 216 pink sheets or polling stations. Today we got here and the EC was already ahead with MPP, collating pink sheets that the MPP side had brought in. The Electoral Commission doesn't have pink sheets, and so how do you now use pink sheets belonging to the opponent or to the other side? How do we verify in our absence? And so we came in and they had already proceeded with about 28 or some 25 polling stations. I don't think we are going to be a party to this. No way.
So you are walking out?
Oh yes, why not? Because if the EC is to provide us with pink sheets, then we'll go. But they have admitted right from the start that they could only make provision for 165, which all 3 parties have already collated. So at this juncture, how do you bring in pink sheets from the MPP and begin collating it for the NDC side to accept it? I think this is daylight robbery and it has to stop.
After the final collation, total vote cast 59,779, total rejected ballots 473, valid vote cast 59,306. Based on the statistics that we did on the valid vote cast, and not on Prep Frank had 29,640, Patrick Tete 92, Fumi Philibet Amenope 29,433, Dolo Kofi 61, Mustafa Rashid 80. So by the power invested in me as return officer for Samadweji constituency, I do hereby declare Frank and not on prayer as MP elect for Samadweji. Leader you can try.
The pink sheets are copies of that is given to us by the EC. How today, when the numbers are different, we need to point it out. This is fraudulent. These are cooked figures we can't work with. We've got PC that you gave to us. That gives us the edge. That makes us that actually connects to the fact that we duly won the election. How? This is a collusion going on. They're singing the same chorus. Continue with the original pink sheet. Continue with the original pink sheet. But we have pointed out the challenges we have with the numbers. We've pointed it out. We don't produce pink sheet. We have always maintained it's a copy that is given to us by the EC. So if the copies that you've given to us right? Everything is intact on it, but the master pink sheet that you've brought, and interestingly, even the MPP doesn't seem to have pink sheets in more instances. They don't have it here. So what is the challenge here? The point is that we've asked them specific questions. How do we
NDC ena ebiemu no nso no easy ho ensensem about the rare collation ho ensem wa sisi no NDC efuo no ebi aba abonten a omo kire se enya de se easy no de correct even numbers ebetu dwa kora na omo ebepene nti ebia a free December 7th ede eba nyina no akwa bia kame akwa se sa ebia no na akoye the talk of the town mechire ablekuma north December 7th ebra yeto abano ewie no ade se NDC fo ni bi etumi ekọ hodom kobobo louvers ene ade ede ohyebi ehye isi ne se on declare abano yenanim after December 7th elections no enoma esisi ye se yebekọ isi ensemo a ode ebetu dwa gen mensa ne nsemo a ode betu dwa wo kiremu se enunti ena wo se Ghana yitumi ejina so na yesa regulation no still na no regulation no NDC fo bi say enye ade se omu ebete ase yebekọ ensem ne mu na ja yedi ho enkomo kakra ede efri mu ena ebiemu no nso no yebekasa ede afa osofu panyina yefra no se Dr. Kwadwo Bempah wono ene da Asafua Holy Hill chapel ano na osofu ede insembi ababa betudwa se NDC fo botaye bi esi John Dramani Mahama eniso se opesen ko ba eja omu a omunam kwan bone so edi omani sika nyina nko chichi wo mu no papa ne se debi o se John Dramani Mahama ojai because enye nu quarantine eto aba edema no a sefutu we say no minim se John Dramani Mahama se obetie ana se wontie no at the end of the video no yenso yebeka de yenso ya adwene eyeye afa eno enso ehu yebekọ Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon no mu eja Sing-A-Thon yi de ade se matena ho na minya issue kakra with the networks enunti na yen sheda sa enye live video no about Sing-A-Thon but you follow into update bia bebia na ya de se metumi assure se me de update no ebebrew na sabre ya me ne wo kasa die Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon etumi ayem I think 45 hours ache se getting to 2 days na che se aka na nu enso edanedim because 21st until 25th of December eno ode ebeba na wiye eno so yebekom ni edi ho enkomo sede sese no enoma esi eko ede efa na ebiemu no nso no chan qualifications ya chan 2025 qualifications ya ekoso ya de se Ghana Black Stars Ghana Black Galaxy enye Black Star Galaxy omutumi ene Nigeria for etumi ekohia enrada na highlight no nso yebekom na eja yakọ akohwe akansie no eba awieye no na chese omum abo 00 eka kitikiti bimpo anka Nigeria for no etumi eche Ghana Black Galaxy foi etumi ehye wo mu a yebekọ ni akohwe eno nso highlight no ekakra ni edi nkomo ede afa ho ena biemu no nso no UTV Saturday yi no etwa mu no ade se omutumi ehia edi nkomo na John Dumelo oba honum ebi awayoso Wegon West omo MP ana incoming MP okọ honum na enkomo twetwe mu no se program wana nkosa nkomu ye ade asomdwe eba no sese ankofa asomdwe kwan so na emom no program no ekowie problem a chese eno so yebekom na yedi ho nkomo se enoma bi ho no mo a ekoso am se ha sa ensem we se nyina no na yebetena se naja yedi eho enkomo na yahwe na yape eho poma sibere na Mesa usasa won subscribe ya no subscribe to YouTube channel yi na wa like video no ya no turn on the notification bell uwia na odo comment no ato comment section no ase na yedi enkomo edi efri honom me da se pa enti mayene kan enko eye chan 2025 qualifications ya ekoso a Ghana ene Nigeria for emrantie no etumi ekosiaye no yenhwe sede esi ekoso no na afei no yewia yebebo awura nsem a edidi di hono nso emu na yedi eho enkomo kakra.
African Championship to be hosted in Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya. The Black Dollars is clouded in your favorite whites as the opponents are clouded predominantly in the green jersey. And they are playing from left to right whilst the Black Dollars are kicking from right to left in your shots. It's a very interesting fixture. So in case you just joined us watching well, Black Galaxies, of course, they've got Benjamin Asari in goal post. Isaac Afua will be playing the left back position, whilst Kamaradini of Midiama FC will be taking the right back position. And of course, you expect Ebenezer Alban and Razak Simpson, the man who made his Blasters debut against Angola, 2 slots at the centre back position. You expect to see Mustafa Yakubu, Manuel Mante, Betamwa together with Stephen Amankuna are the players leading the line for the Black Galaxies. Here they are, lovely fed into the far side, and it's been well dealt with. Amankuna trying to at least catch the Nigerian defense on the break for the Black Galaxies. The likes of Jerry Frey are out on the bench. Here comes a long one. That's a lovely one. This could be dangerous, and again, that's well taken care of by the Nigerian shot stopper. I've been enjoying some very rating season in the Ghana Premier League. Now Asantewaa sends it into the box. Mante. And again it's well stopped by the number 1 shot stopper, Henry Oswemena. Looks like he's got a lot of work to do this afternoon in terms of stopping the Ghanaians. Oh, that is going to be a revenge for the West Africans, so it's going to be another walkover from the Ghanaians. From Alban once again.
It's a clear indication that Nigeria would want to get a an early goal to unsettle the Ghanaians. That's what the Ghanaians would have to watch out for, because they are pressing, they are playing, they are very aggressive, and would have to be careful.
Simpson, and together with Abba, who've got good understanding. Here comes Steven Abba, couldn't miss coming. Oh my goodness. And comes from somebody. And has been vectored for a throwing advantage. That was a daring run from the Black Galaxies.
That was a perfect touch.
With camera Dini, and he'll leave it. Yes, Yakubu, captain of the side, has been sucked off the ball. Sylvia was being searched for. Imobe Botodo. It's another quality player. I know so many times that he's got a quality. A lady hacking into it, waiting for his colleagues to arrive. He's got Sylvia close by, finds it. Papa wants to fire. That's a long drive, isn't it? Oh, comes on the woodwork. Oh, Ghana survives that one. That is a clever hit from outside 18 yard.
That was a fantastic hit. But I believe that was fantastic.
Oh my goodness, what a hit from Mustafa Papa, the man who plays for Nigeria.
The way they've set themselves up for this game, they are very static at the back. They've not moved forward at all, and they've been in position anytime that Ghana makes an attack into the 18 box.
Well, another Blasters players just been flashed on.
Eti nature said esi ekosi ye enono the Black Galaxies meka Ghana for enkoda ya omu ginamo esi akan ana mrante ya omu ginamo ede esi akan ama oman Ghana ene Nigeria for etumi ekohia ye no ade se Accra Sports Stadium no akansi no eko ewiye no na 0-0 dene a ade se 10 match ebeko so na ekoso a yede ehon so ensem ebebrewo na so wo hwe se the games yi ekoso ya won so adwenkyere no ubetumi de ato comment section no ase na yedi nkomo de efri honom na yakoya ni mu a yekọ abato ho ensensem ya sese aba oman Ghana mu a ne kan akoye den se woka na woka ni ye a eno no ubenya tamfo se woka na wanka ni ye nsu a eno no ubenya tamfo ati sese no oman na yakọ akoduru mu no ba bia emse situation anase ye ma ye ho so akoduru no ade se ha adwen because kamia kwa say no kore afri honom ama obi a otwantoro kan kontompo semne na adasem no wono ene eje no ede no etumu na ye nyina ye di adanse se December 7th na ye abato a ye to abayidwe kama bibia ko so jojo na abato no akire no emoboye no na ehonom ekọ ha adwene a chese to the extent to say some of the political party your friend is a members ni bi ewo honomo a omutumi eko atake EC representatives ya ewo honomi na omu threaten bi na omu ma omu moso eni ebi wo kra na yetumi twetuo de kire no na ablekuma one of the constituencies are not one no and also tensions eba mu pa na enam said de eba mu nintino isi eba modern say said de esi ekono enya saa na abatoɔ no or say itumi ekoso because abatoɔ de or say isi and ba out ebebobo say ebia we na ediye anase we na tosumi no ana we eni twatoɔ na say political party members bi betumi di ehu akwa gina isi fo so say chenchene omo emobo saa abane de yen hye dante ho mpani nsem da enu nti no yesi eye agye nana ene na pamfo egina eka se saa na si ye de a ene eye ade se omu etumi egina na yesa eye recollection yes yesa ekan yesa ekan abano efoforo anase some of the polling stations are yentumi ankan no also omutumi ekan na emu eda honom edema Ghana enyina na abato no ba na wie ne yewo constituencies about 9 constituencies are na sa pinchen ni basabasa ye akohonti no eja isi no ekan se so mo bobo aba ni mpokura na eno no enye fair enough because of the ECC yeniti ene sanete dia o se sa ebe kan ne bobo ne foforo na eno ena sasem we se hu no omo ediko pie mu ewo court Accra High Court na Accra High Court omo de asem de kopiem no omo so kire se de EC ka no e fa ne kwan mu enu nti no sanete dia EC fix date na chese omo emfa emeto aba no na constituencies a omo eho eka ye meka 9 constituencies no Nsawam Aduagiri Eastern Region ehonom no omo ho eka ye ena ebiemu Ahafuano Southwest Ahafuano Southwest ehonom nso omo eho eka ye Ahafuano North eho eka ena Obuasi East enso eho eka ye sa constituencies miensa we ni nyina no eye ade se ewo Ashanti region ena Domekwa Benya ene Okaikwe Central ena Ablekuma North ena Tema Central eno so ewo Greater Accra region ena ebiemu no so no Techiman South eno so ewo Bunu East sa 9 constituencies we see no ena omo eho ekaye na ebra Accra High Court ehye isi say isi enfix da no Accra High Court enso ene eye IGP dampare ene ne enkora no anase IGP edi nkomo eka kire ne say owoso otumi ye arrangement no ma ne enkora eye a police fuyi ede abambo a emu eden eta isi echi na wodi ayenko ne enkotie eye jenana ne nsemu a wode eba betu Ghana fo anim efa eye abatue adekudie ntia ekoso a ema eye isi etumi eba bontenka says these 9 constituencies no eye ade se omoje abatuo na omo abobo no atumu a enyeye no yenko ne enkotie ne nsem no ne ewie a afei NDC fo enso a aba bonten a omo echire mu se abatuo no ewo mu se court ne hyeye ewo mu se recollection no akoso de nenso no still na no omo emfa nya adwuma eno so no yebeko omo nsemu any recollection time no so basabasa ya ekoso ewo honom yebeko ni nyina mu naja yakọ akodi enkomo kakra ede efrimu
constituencies where parliamentary results are yet to be completed. As you may be aware, at the close of polls on Saturday, the 7th of December 2024, there was a directive by some political party leaders to their supporters to besiege the collation centers of the EC where the collation was taking place. And this directive was to them to besiege the constituency collation centers. It is important to note that the collation in all the centers was proceeding in accordance to processes enshrined in CI 127. The presence of hundreds of supporters who besieged our collation centers brought proceedings to a standstill in a number of the centers. These supporters destroyed pink sheets required for the collation, as well as results collation forms in some areas. In some instances, they vandalized and destroyed the desktop computers set up to collate the results electronically. Additionally, and sadly, they beat up our staff and threatened them with death, and ultimately brought proceedings at the constituency collation centers to a halt. Citizens of Ghana, this is the reason why the collation in some constituencies could not be completed prior to the declaration of the presidential results. It is important to emphasize that the collation in all centers were proceeding in accordance to lay down guidelines as enshrined in CI 127 before the supporters entered into our constituency collation centers. There was therefore no reason or justification for the call to supporters to besiege the collation centers. That call, in the view of the Commission, was calculated to disrupt the processes and mar the seamless and effortless electoral processes that had commenced from the start of the polls at 7 a.m. that Saturday, the 7th of December 2024. In the view of the Commission, the directive to the supporters to besiege the constituency collation centers was targeted at destroying documentary evidence, that is pink sheets, ballot papers, results collation forms, and computers, and to erase and wipe out all documents to be used for the collation. Thankfully, the perpetrators of this act did not fully succeed in their endeavors, in that a few of our staff were able to retain some of the pink sheets and the results collation forms necessary for collation. Since then, as you all know, the Commission has tried to complete the collation in some of these constituencies. We have been faced with resistance, threats, intimidation, and the destruction of our properties. Our staff have been threatened, and the established collation processes, as guided by law, have been disrupted, and winners have been declared without due processes governing collation being followed. In a number of instances, our staff have been threatened with death and forced to declare outcomes without adhering to the processes governing collation. It is instructive to note that the Electoral Commission has held discussions with the Ghana Police Service and has requested protection at all centers at which the collation was supposed to have continued. Unfortunately, as we have witnessed on TV, images have emerged showing our staff being threatened and made to declare results stemming from incomplete collation processes. Unfortunately, this has been in the presence of the police. Though the police have been present at all the collation centers, the supporters of political parties have managed to gain access to the collation centers and have disrupted the collation process. This state of affairs occurred during our very first attempt to complete the collation process for the Ablekuma North and Okaikwe Central constituencies. Due to the threats faced by our staff and the disruption of the processes, the Commission agreed with the Ghana Police Service to relocate the collation centers from the Ablekuma North and Okaikwe Central constituencies to the Greater Accra Regional Office at Ridge. It was agreed that each political party would present 2 agents, and the political parties were notified accordingly. In spite of police presence at our regional offices, the collation process was once again disrupted and taken over by political party leaders and supporters, and the results declared for both constituencies without due process being followed. In the case of Okaikwe Central, a winner was declared without collating results from 31 polling stations.
video we ya mebo no yempo so kakra na yeni enkomo kakra yentie ni you because say no e kame akwakoye se MP NDC fo yi bi aye omo ho aturutrafo a chese omo pa kire se ade ya eye jenana na jemensa aye no eye ade se eye echiwade nanso se wutie asamo jemensa enso kan ya utimi se de NDC fo yi bi eye no eye ade a enye because o de yemfa ne se eye ye to aba no ewie ye no yanka si ye nim nipa kora o ma basabasa ye eba honom ana sese no asem no akwa duru court asem no ko duru court na court nso hye se okay de isi e de aba bedan na se de parties mo de aba bedan ye no monsa anya ne foforo na afa ye ade ne foforo na mo kase sa ade ye a isi ye no jenana jemensa eye evil jemensa enye obi a woye fair ene ade a eye ade a utumi se emfa asomdwe ema o manimu se ye kata no kore so ema bone anase entro ebedi hene ewo manimu a eye ade se betumi ahaye man no enti asem ya eye jemensa eka no masheda na maposo no ye beto aso na wodi nya abotre ne tie ensem ni yie because instances are jemensa eka nyina se enkrofo threaten no bebreba internet so ma yehwe bi video bi a free eye okan eye friend say eye ablekuma not baye NDC fo bi a omo ahyehye atade ebeka kire eye isi fo ne se omo amobo aba no amfa ama isi eye friend say NDC ni no a ene omo ne wo mu de wemu nyina esiye entu de yentie instances a enu nti no ema eye jemensa ene na pamfo e kan say e wo say aba no omo side every quality because so waka ablekuma not de no je wo polling stations bebre wo hono mo a na wo mu nyankanka ho enu nti no wo as a political party member no sabi se wunim nyansa na nyi obi na ehihye wachi yodum se kokodi bone a adentina in your common senses no e se hunhunu se even police station ba kokora no se eka e se yetume geka ho resource no ho ansa ne aboboni nyina in general adentina wo hunhunu sa ade no na mom no police stations a eye isi ensa enya enka ho resource no enya maye ma omo enka emfanka de mo wodada no ho no mate chain say isi emobo aba no emfama eye NDC ni mekire Audrey yes Audrey ache sasem we say no eye ade a emu eremo yankwane ankotoa eye jemensa ne nsem a woka no eso na yewia nkakra yes ye ba bebo eye constituencies a MPP so atumi anya ene eye womo so a sese womo ababonten eye enura de ya na NDC fo na ababonten se ya de se jemensa se recollection na course no kra na nya de se omo ebete ase yento aso ni wi a yebeba eno nso eso.
In the case of the Ablekuma North constituencies, a winner was declared without collating results from 62 polling stations. This is unacceptable. It is important to note that the declarations made by our staff were made under threat, and the Commission considers this as illegal. Those declarations, as well as others that have gone on in other constituencies, will not be upheld by the Commission. Dear citizens, it is for this reason that the Commission met with the Ghana Police Service once again to re-examine the nature of the security arrangements being provided by the police. The Commission was desirous to protect its staff as well as its electoral collation process. Following the engagement with the police, it was agreed that the Tesano Police Depot would be the collation center for all outstanding collations, including Ablekuma North, Okankwe Central, Tema Central, Domi Kwabenya, in Sawam, Aduajuri, Ekwetia, Asantewaa North, Suhum, Techiman South, Obuasi East, Ahafo Ano North, Ahafo Ano South West. The political parties were duly informed once again to nominate 2 agents per constituency to observe the collation process. Unfortunately, the collation process for only 3 constituencies were successfully completed, and they are Akwetia, Asantewaa North, and the Suhum constituencies. The returning officers in all the 3 constituencies I have just mentioned were allowed for the first time to carry out their work without interference. This enabled them to complete the collation and declare the true outcomes of the election. Though the collation for the Sawam Aduajuri at the police depot was well advanced on Thursday, the 12th of December 2024, the parties agreed to put the collation on hold until the following day, which was Friday, the 13th of December 2024. Unfortunately, the collation did not take place in spite of the presence of our teams at the collation center, that is the Tesano Police Depot. This was because the Ghana Police Service informed the Commission that their intelligence reports showed that party supporters were planning to besiege the police depot. They thus advised that the process be discontinued. Ladies and gentlemen, though the Commission was determined to complete the said collation processes in the 9 constituencies on that Friday, the 13th of December, it could not do so without the assurance of the police. In the absence of that, the collation process planned for that Friday was called off in the evening, as mentioned earlier. The Commission is of the view that had the process been allowed to continue, we would have successfully concluded the collation processes and declared the outcomes of the election by now. In the light of that development, and as a result of putting the collation process scheduled for that Friday on hold, the Commission once again met with the Ghana Police Service on Monday, the 16th of December 2024, to agree on a new date. At the meeting, the Commission proposed Wednesday, the 18th of December 2024. At that meeting, the police indicated that they could no longer provide the Tesano Police Depot as the location for the collation process. It was agreed that new locations in Accra and Kumasi would be designated for the collation process. The actual locations and time were communicated to the police on Tuesday, the 17th of December. The police assured the Commission of its full cooperation and readiness to enable us to complete the collation processes. However, later that Tuesday, the 17th of December, the police, in the letter to the Commission, indicated that once again, their intelligence reports had revealed planned unrests by party supporters for both Accra and Kumasi, making it difficult for them to guarantee the security of the collation process as earlier planned. This has put our efforts to complete the collation process at a standstill. It is important to note that contrary to the narrative that the Commission staff have not been ready, our staff have been fully aligned and ready and poised to complete their task. Indeed, all our teams from the regions, the Eastern region, the Ashanti region, were all at the Tesano Police Depot to carry out their tasks and to bring it to a completion. This has been, their readiness has been in spite of the beatings and threats they have received. I must note that they have been, in spite of the face of the beatings and threats, they have been determined and have shown resolve to carry out their functions and have fully cooperated with the police to ensure the full completion of the collation process for their respective constituencies. The Commission lauds their courage and dedication to duty. To all our staff, both permanent and temporary, where collation centers were brought to a standstill, to staff who were beaten and threatened, our hearts go out to you. We say, Aiko, we applaud your courage and your resolve to do the right thing in the face of death threats. Your courage has encouraged the majority of us to keep going on and to keep doing what is right for God and country. As a commission, we have always maintained that our mandate is not to make anybody a president or a member of parliament. Our mandate, as per the Constitution, is to carry out credible, transparent, and fair elections whose outcomes guarantee that the choice of the voters as expressed at the polls is upheld. This was evident in the just ended general election which took place on Saturday, the 7th of December 2024. Indeed, the process has been hailed by world leaders and by both local and international observers as credible, transparent, and highly successful. The Commission is keen to ensure that all the outstanding processes in the 9 constituencies follow due process. It goes without saying that what happened during our attempt to complete the collation process in some of the 9 constituencies is unlawful. As indicated, the Commission will not uphold declarations ensuing from incomplete and unlawful processes. And these include in Sawam Aduajiri, where parties, of course, on election day besieged the collation centers and brought the collation there to a halt. As mentioned, the Commission tried to complete the collation process on Friday, the 13th of December. However, when it got to 143, the collation for 143 polling stations, there was an agreement that they should put it on hold until the following day. Sadly, that following day was not to be, and the collation was called off because we were informed by the police service that supporters of the parties were planning to besiege the police depot and to cause disruptions at the center, and we were advised to put it on hold. And so that collation is incomplete and we cannot declare an outcome. I must note that in the Afua North Southwest and in the Afua North, as the collation on election day was also disrupted and no winners were, those processes were incomplete, and until they are complete, the Commission will not be in the position to declare a winner. In Obuasi East, the collation center was attacked by party supporters, and the returning officer was threatened with an axe. His hands were lifted up, and he was asked to declare a winner when that was not what was reflected on the results collation form. Again, that process was not lawful, and the Commission would not uphold it. In the Okaigwe Central, I did mention that 110 polling stations results were used to declare a winner instead of 141. The Commission would not uphold that process. In the Ablekuma North constituency, 219 polling station results were used to declare a winner instead of 281 polling station results, the Commission would not uphold that declaration. In Tema Central, the DO again was threatened, and he was forced to declare results using 146 polling stations instead of 148. The Commission would not uphold that declaration. In Bono East, the officer was physically assaulted. In Bono East, in Techiman South, in the Bono East region, the officer, the returning officer, and other staff were physically assaulted and forced to redeclare the results at gunpoint. The Commission, it's important to note that the collation process had not been completed. There also, the Commission would not uphold those processes. In Domi Kwabenya, there's some contention with 3 polling station results, and the Commission is carrying out its own investigation with the 3 polling station results. I believe 367 of those results have been duly declared as legitimate. There are 3 results that are outstanding, and the Commission is carrying out its own investigations to allow it, to enable it to take a decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a nutshell of the issues outstanding in the 9 constituencies. Upholding such unlawful collations and declarations will set a bad precedent for our country and set us back to the dark days. I don't believe that as a country, this is where we should want to go. What it implies is that anyone who has force or might can take over a collation process and declare himself or herself as a member of parliament or a president. As a country, we should not go down that slippery slope. We therefore use this occasion to humbly call on the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as well as our President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to intervene in this matter so as to ensure that the Commission is provided with the necessary security and protection to carry out its function.
Eti wei eye ensamwa eye jenana and jemensa jemensa ede ebabetu edwa tede utie ye no wama the reasons why intia na ewo se ye gina so na yeto aba no efo ye saken kan eye those eye constituencies no efofro na reasons are wode MMA ye no so no I think say onso utie bi no ugidi say emu eye clear efa baby because eye ade say emu bebre no esisi ewo social media yi so ema yehunu ebi enti said ye wokan ye no se wo hwe eye oboase Easter nkrofo bi ekoko atake eye isi adwumafo omu honom ena omu eforso wo mu se omu declare abano emfama omu a political party ade we de senye fe ye nyina no si tumi eye anokwafo ena ebiemu no nso no eye Ablekuma North ene Okankwe honom nso Okankwe honom no nso no eye ade say these two constituencies no na polling stations no ye omunya nwie ni nyina enso political party bi nkrofo eko honom say enipa bi anase isi nkrofo no entumi declare aba no ye nyina no yenim se enye fe tema central ehonso no omu hye isi adwumayefo no se omu emmobo aba no ena eye Techiman eye south ehonso no omu eforso ye ena eye Dome Kwabenya ehonom nso no ade se omo etumi declare ebra na polling stations, other polling stations, your friends say omo results enya emeka omo ensa. And no say ya ka we nu nyina e de bomu a. Ye beje tum say ade na isi eka the reason tia omu gina so a ye de to omu de kokenkan parliamentary candidate omo constituency no omo sa ekokenkan polling stations no ana results no fair no kwan so a eno no na edie be ne beba aha ne eko problem no so because they me botchera we die na enimu afei ene ebeko problem no eso say edie be ne beba as say no na constituencies mako enson ana constituencies no mako 7 omo atumi abobo ba say die mienu bi esi omo no ade se omo anyintum a chese sabira me no wo ka say die ade se dome kwabenya ene abrekuma not parliamentary post no ade se eba out no anase omukoye collation no enkrofo bi asore se omu anyintum eno ho asem na afei no ye bebo awremu na ansa ne ye bebo awra enum kremu no saa 7 constituencies no ade se ni nyina ekọ edema MPP al Obuasi East constituency omo esa recollation no ade se Mr Patrick Boachi Yiadom won na incumbent MP ewo honom osa retaining ni seat na ebiemu no nso no Nsawoma Aduagiri eno nso sa akoma MPP eno nso Mr Frank Anodompre wono nso na incumbent MP osa retaining na Tema Central constituency nso Greater Accra ho asem na make no enso Mr Charles Forson wono nso MPP ni wono ene bo modern etumi enyaye ena Afua no North constituency ewo Asantewaa ana Asante region eno nso no Nana Agyemang Prempeh wono nso MPP ni wono ena enyaye ena Okankwe Central constituency ewo Nkranman ehonum nso no ade se Mr Patrick Yabuama wo MPP ni ono ena enyaye ena Afua no South West constituency ono nso de wonyaye no MPP ni the friend no Elvis Osei Dapa ena de etwato Techiman South constituency ho nso no ade se incumbent MPP member of parliament no wono ena nyaye Mr Martin Ejei Mensa Kosa wono ena retain this position enunti no buzz out no say 9 constituencies no ade say MPP for MP no MPP MPs no etumi afa 7 no Ghana fo bi kura kire adwene se o se aba no kura no ki tumi 24 se Ghana fo ye nyina adwen be ko benkurumu a o se etumi to aba no foforo because edie ben ne beba se no etumi ma ba bia ye bobo ya na ye omude resource no mu kire mu se NDC enenyaye no edie ben ne ba ye ntia se die ade no emu ada ho to the extent se omu se NDC MPP for ena enya achese Ghana fo bi eka say wosenka ba ye to ene ye to general elections ni nyina ye bibia foforo both parliamentary candidates and presidential ni nyina so because asasem we senka ebianka MPP enanka wo opposition enanka NDC for ene wo power ena asasem we se esi yanka ebianka sabrinka mwan no ka dane ntokwa anasenka edebasabasa ye beba anka edebasabasa ye ebeba because say no the issue at hand chese ama issue we say no yenhunu edakora ebeko anase edakora ede asomdwe ebeba no ni nyina ne say these 2 constituencies ya mebobo so ede che dome kwabenya ene ablekuma north sese no omu ewo ho no mo a ebra omu ni MPs because Ablekuma North edi kan no enam ensha enkrofo bi de ko share isifo yi a omu ye adwuma no ema omu bobo aba no ebra other polling stations omu nyi omu results ni nyina emeka ho eno isi adwuma yefo no ebobo aba ne se eye NDC ni candidate no ena enya but se ya omu esa eto aba no anaso omu kenkan polling stations ni nyina ewieye no eye ade se omu se eye MPP ena wanya eye Madam Audrey na eno na sasem we say no enne dey eye ade se NDC fo akwa sinkomya kire se enya ade se asem we say omu betwen na omu bepene enu nti se NDC fo ya omu wo eye Ablekuma North ene eye domekwa benyan omu si omu mpene dia na ne NDC fo ya omu wo other constituencies 7 constituencies other 7 constituencies no omu no sabi omu didi a omu no monkwan anase omu no edia be na ha omu a omu de omu ti aba from to the extent say ye bobo ya anko omu afa no aha omu we eye question a e wo se yetumi ebusa ye ho na eye yankwai ebra recollection no ekọ a isi omo etumi ebobo aba no yenkọ na de yenkọ nkotie ensem a efiri honom ebaaye na yewi a mebo eye NDC fo a womo aba abonten a omo ekire se eye ade se eye Ablekuma North se even Nana Akufo-Addo ene John Dramani Mahama mpo ebetenase na omo ebobobo aba no declare say o yemfama MPP ni na omo chese omo no omo mpene omo chese omo empene ade a court ama eye order na mewia mede eye reasons a omo gina so ntia omo chese ade no still na no esa eye fraud no ade se eno so no mede beto aso yanko na de yanko nkotie ebra abato no ekoso no anase enkenkan no ekoso no ewieye no results a eba abonten na ewia eja yebedi nkomo se de maka ede akire wo no.
The final collation total vote cast 59,779, total rejected ballots 473, valid vote cast 59,306. Based on the statistics that we did on the valid broadcast, Anodonpre Frank had 29,640, Patrick Tete 92, Fumi Philibert Amenope 29,433, Golo Kofi 61, Mustafa Rashid 80. So by the power invested in me as return officer for Asantewaa constituency, I do hereby declare Frank Anodonpre as MP elect for Asantewaa. Leader, you can try.
Pin sheets. The pin sheets are copies of that is given to us by the EC. How today, when the numbers are different, we need to point it out. This is fraudulent. These are cooked figures we can't work with. We've got PC that you gave to us. That gives us the edge. That makes us that actually connects to the fact that we duly won the election. How? This is a collusion going on. They're singing the same chorus. Continue with the original pin sheet. Continue with the original pin sheet. But we have pointed out the challenges we have with the numbers. We've pointed it out. We don't produce pin sheet. We have always maintained it's a copy that is given to us by the EC. So if the copies that you've given to us, right, everything is intact on it, but the master pin sheet that you've brought, and interestingly, even the MPP doesn't seem to have pin sheets in more instances. They don't have it here. So what is the challenge here? The point is that we've asked them specific questions. How do we proceed when the copy that you've given to me, right, the copy that you've given to me, you gave it to me, I don't manufacture it, it's your copy of a master pin sheet. Why do you today present master pin sheets that are totally different from that? something untoward has happened, something criminal had happened.
So you think that the electoral commission has manufactured master pink sheets?
Of course, from the onset you could see the collusion that had happened, the collusion that had gone on between the MPP, the EC, and the security organizations. This is untoward. This crime scene we can't be part of.
So, hello, ma. I know. Are you? Excuse me, ma. What's the agitation? There is a lot of confusion on the Ablekuma North table. The NDC doesn't seem to agree with what's ongoing here. Mr. Tanku. Hello, sir.
Don't listen to that nonsense. Don't listen to that nonsense. Don't wait to listen to that nonsense.
All right, so let's get the declaration.
Verify those 25. The rest of other polling stations, we hold on till the commission gives. So we are holding on until the commission gives a final determination. I have come to the end of my work. I refer everything to the commission. The commission should take over. I'm done. Thank you. Now we have 62 outstanding police stations. 25 of them NPP has tendered in. NDC must also bring their pin sheet for us to confirm those 25. If we are able to do those 25, we will left with 37. As it stands now, we are left with the 62 polling stations not collated. I'm done. No, I'm not declaring today. I'm referring everything to the commission for the commission to take its own decision. I'm done with my work because I cannot continue with this recollection again. My name, yes. What I'm saying is that NPP tendered in 25 of them, and NDC must also come to the table and verify those 25. And then the 37 left is outstanding. So now making 62 outstanding with 25 to be verified by NDC. Now I hand over everything to the commission. I'm done. Your name. I have authenticated the one. It's left with NDC to say yes or no, because that was the game we began. The game was when you bring a pin sheet, your other side will say yes or no. So it is up to them to come and say yes or no. As I'm the returning officer of Ablekuma North for Bempah.
Why are you trying to
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. The fact is that as I stand here, I don't have any document to continue, and both parties are also not having. The one you gave to us. I'm coming. I have not given a document to NPP.
I'm saying that at the polling station.
Yes, and I'm coming. And NPP cannot continue to even give me the 37 left. They are saying they have scanned seats. The scanned seat came from a primary source, so I need that primary source. So destroyed by the NDC. That is, you have to prove it. So what I'm saying is that those 37, I cannot continue because both sides cannot give me anything to work with. Thank you.
Thank you. The Tema Central seat has just been declared for Charles Forson, the NPP's candidate, Charles Forson. Mind you that seat was originally declared in favor of the NDC's EB Bright during the coalition exercise on December 7 and December 8. Now, that was disputed, and the Electoral Commission has done the record.
Eti sade yedi eho enkomo no sa pepepe enu ti no so wo hye eye Ablekuma North sade Oben eye Vincent a wono eneye Aro Meche return officer ede ema EC adwumakuo no ekaye no wo kire mu se eye ade se is your friends NDC fui no emra nanka umum embe confirm eye some of the pink sheets bia MPP for no edeba ya NDC for no empese omu ebeba. So the question is adenti ena NDC fui empese omu ebeba. So what did the major say? Because this is the asemwa eye Vincent ede ebetu dwa, but according to MPP for no so ebie no omo kire say the EC ede ebetu dwa Jemensa ede betu dwa no some of the pink sheets bi ho no mokra na NDC for no etumi efo so ye anasa some people menyusu NDC for yenka some people etumi efo so ebetete eye pink sheet nim so na meka obiam se sa ablekuma not ho no mo ana na nsan school dan bi a ehye ye no eye this abatoyi a ewo sa ablekuma eye not honom no MP fuoyi anasa parliamentary candidate fuoyi abato awantwi ewo mu ai na eja isi ekoso a omo ballot boxes ediko school ni mu se anka omo entwen kopem se ebia da isi no officially obemada nanka omo atumi aye recollection no enumu ena yeti se school no ahye ama ballot papers a sise ewo ho ni nyina nso ayede ahye etise say no according to Obin mechere MPP parliamentary candidate na wo ho no omo chere se NDC fo no omo akan sa polling stations nyina na say result a omo ehia ni nyina omo akan no about 7 times, and out of these 7 times ya omo akan ni nyina no echi no ade say anka enkunimdie no ebekọ ede ama MPP for. And the question I mean, beside my make of us as we ebetu mo no, and say NDC for any mu say so omo tenase na se bia omo kind said yanka isi ama order say yanka na se court ama order say yan recollect no omo tenase ama omo aye biribi adwodwoa omo be hunu se bia abatoɔ no anase when no ebeko MPP for ensem entina omu ya ne twintwan saa because me jimidi ye senka when no ebeko NDC for ensem a eye easy ema omu senkom beko akotenase irrespective of ebia some of the pink sheet kura ye nhunu ye se oti de mechire yase ena biemu no nso no on se me di kan ka kire wo se on December 7th eba na wiye no ebra omo kenkan parliamentary results no ade se enipakuo bi share isi adwumayefo na omu honom no even ebobo luva blades ewo honom atise na sinu na critical pa na sinu na emu ehu pa ana omu share isi adwumayefo no ema wotumi womu no etumi declare abano in favor of a free year a wono ene ye NDC for parliamentary candidate so enunti no se ye declare ade na amawo at least unim say anka genuinely anka isi declare ma wanka unsuro say ye ka se brabetena se na yensa enricolate no anka bibi meye achinie debi ema wo ma bonten ma meka se saa bre yi kura aduro ne de enya de sese isi ene empanimfo a aka no ebetenase na eja omu ebe declare abano kura in favor of the MPP kura na enya de se obete ase a na che se honom no kamia kwakwa se efa baabi no obi baako afa no ho adwene baako atumi afa no ho adwena chese sabre amene wo ka sai die ade se we no mra na omo ebobo some of the constituencies no but some medican list of the names and as a list of the people are omo atumi awini ewo 7 constituencies out of 9 no mu ede amawunti mema yemfa emre no bebre enko honom na chese yenko yenim na yenko the NDC for enso ede abeto abontin sisi a omo chese se isi eba abontin na eja oba bebo abana foforo mpokura no in favor of the MPP enye ade se omo ebetumi ate saa asem no ase yankɔ ne yankɔ hwesa video na aba abetodwa no na afei no yemra na yemedi ɛho enkomo ekakra credit no me the credit no ema channel 1 yankɔ ne yankɔ tie omo ensem a free NDC for akache ebaye no na yiwia eja yenso eba be kasa kakra afa ho.
I can see from
constituencies whose results have been contested by both the NPP
Martin Kwaku Aje Mensan Kosa
decision to nullify any
obtained
made by
46,663 votes.
Was held yesterday at the Regional Coalition Center. Out of the 9 constituencies, 7 were declared in favor of the NPP. However, results for 2 constituencies, including Ablekuma North, remained undeclared. Here is a returning officer for Ablekuma North handing over the declaration process to the EC, citing the absence of a complete statement of polls.
Now we have 62 outstanding polling stations. 25 of them NPP has tendered in. NDC must also bring their pin sheet for us to confirm those 25. If we are able to do those 25, we will left with 37. As it stands now, we are left with the 62 polling stations not collated. I'm done.
With no winner declared yesterday, the implication is that there is currently no MP elect for the Ablekuma North constituency. However, the NDC maintains that the EC cannot overturn its earlier declaration of their parliamentary candidate, Irabna Oben, as the MP elect after she was initially declared the winner weeks ago.
The same entity that declared our honorable MP elect cannot come back. Now, how do you reprobate and approbate at the same time? It doesn't work. The reality is that I have declared you the MP elect, and that stands.
Eti yenhwe asama eye abrantie yi eka ye spokesperson yi ede ebetu dwei na yemusa se asama a woka ye no enu nti no efa baabi no nyansa ewo mu anase nyansa enimu na se nyansa ewo mu dia na omu a ada 7 constituencies ya eno nso omu declare edema eye MPP fo ya na previously no eye in the name of NDC fo no sabi sa MPC anase candidate parliamentary candidate no omu enim nyansa anase sabi tafrache omu no omu didi a sa enkrofo no omu enom nkwan because say based on the spokesperson edibetu dwa eho na yehwe ede aye nsusude dia ene na question aye busa no because ono kire say earlier on no and I say after the 7th December elections no ade say declaration no ekọ edema this your friend say NDC obey and I say NDC parliamentary candidate no enu ntini say EC be returning was changing ano results no akoma MPP no tuomu no enya ade se nyansa ewom enti ene wo nso pene ya ate say no akwakodi MPP for ensem no sa NDC for no sabi omu enim nyansa anase dey ena biemu no nso no edie be nti ena wono osuro se sa ye friend say say ebia recollection ya ye no eye ade se ebeko akodi MPP for afan because after all no isi kura nya mo boy isi onya emo boy se wutie arrow returning officer Vincent Obina asama okan ye na enam se NDC for no boycott to this issue ninti no ade se want to me and declare but sansem we na ye keka ni nyina no ye besa akoyechi kakra na yakotie NDC obayi parliamentary candidate no asama wode ebetu dwa ene MPP ono parliamentary candidate no ono nso asemo a ono nso ede ababa betudwa yewie a ye beka ni nyina abom na yabuse ye ho se adenti ena sa NDC foi Ablekuma your friend say MP parliamentary candidate wo yesa ade a etise no yentoa ensem ya na ekoso no eso na yewie a ye ba na yabedi enkomo kakra ede afa eho.
The NDC's candidate, Irabna Obin, argues that the NPP should have contested the earlier declaration in court.
If there's a declaration and a party isn't satisfied, the courts are open to them too.
At a press conference held at the office of the NDC candidate earlier today, the party's Ablekuma North faction declared that they would not accept any attempt by the EC to undermine the will of the people.
We urge our electoral commission to adhere to the principles of transparency, accountability, and fairness. The people of Ablekuma North deserves nothing less. We stand resolute in protecting this mandate and will lawfully resist any effort to subvert the people's choice.
Madam Irabna Obin expressed concern that the developments surrounding the recoalition exercise tarnished the credibility of the Electoral Commission.
The NDC in Ablekuma North, for the first time in 28 years, has won the seat here. I think all of this happening dents our electoral laws and processes. The judiciary shouldn't get involved, and I would want to use this medium to plead with them.
She further called for strict adherence to electoral laws.
This whole process of recollating, recollation, redeclare, I don't know whether the NPP, aided by the chairperson of the EC, is trying to still run a double track system in Parliament. I'm wondering if they are trying to run a double track system in Parliament, but this will not work. So let us respect our own electoral laws.
The earlier declared winner for the Ablekuma North parliamentary elections, Madam Irabna Obin and her team, have today stated that they would legally resist any attempt by the Electoral Commission to nullify earlier declarations made in favor of them. Now, this particular constituency, yesterday during the recollation at the Greater Accra Coalition Center, could not have results declared because the returning officer did not have the full complement of the pink sheet. What it means legally is that as it stands, there is no MP elect because the EC says results have been nullified. However, the party here in Ablekuma North believe that they still have the MP elect for the Ablekuma North constituency, meaning the earlier declarations made by the EC naming Madam Irabna Obin as the MP elect stands, and they would legally resist any attempt by the EC to change the earlier declaration.
Eti sede usi eti ye no sa pepepe enso enetie na se wutie eye Irabna Obin emse medikan ni din no me confuse kakra ene eye afriye de no me de afriye koma NDC for enam de Irabna Obin ekoma MPP. Me sorry for that. So wutie asemo a Irabna eye Obin ekan ye ya na ye de kwa adwendwene mu a Irabna Obin kire se saa de we se ni kwan se judiciary no edi omo ho agim na chese ni kwan se ye court nsem because ye declare ni de ye declare assembly with the yemfa nkwa adwendwene mu na sa asem we nso etumi standard dia say bia fine asem na wo kan ye no ne kan wa kan say oh ye boy ye say eye wono na anya ni nti no ni kwan se ka court sem bia ebemu a asem a wodi kan kan ye when te obebie na no akasakra ne say senka ebrana isi ebobo aba no edema no eye 7 December afterwards no ye bobo eye parliamentary candidates eye results no maka cho dada say enipa bi den hye ekọ eye isi adwuma ekuo ni so ema omu di ehu ena bobo aba no edema eye Irabna Obin because as at that time no na polling stations na was say ni omo airtime results ni nyina no na results ni nyina nyede enya maaye gentie ni yo entini statement ya o ma asisia no o say anka every year eye ni opponent MPP ni no enim se anka anase anka every year ehunu say we lose that time no yes we a correct statement every year ehunu say we lose that time no anka say anka every year ni mum e de ko down court and so here no or san ka say eni kwan say judiciary no e de ne ho ewurawura eye amanyo eye friends resource e ho ensem it is a nipa baako e ka sansem we say mienu e di even NDC for a woman no agya to mu say okay abani say na course nanso court order ababonten say ne yenye no ama womu asumdwenti ene oman no nkoso nti omu agya to mu say okay edi kan no ekoma yen nanso say court no e kan say yensa enya ne foforo no regulation no akiri no anko amaye nanso ya agya to mu nti sankrofo no sabi omu no omu nim nyansa womu no omu enim nyansa. I just said this is the question ablekuma not ehun asem yi no me busa e de frimo because domekwa benya ablekuma not why say these two constituencies omo empese regulation no ebekoso asumdwe mu I just asem we say no asem wa no kura nyame anim ne efa baabi no ha adwen by said me di kan ka kire wo no yankwa na wo de yankwa nkotie ensem bi a ebra ablekuma yes ablekuma not omo regulation no ewie ensem a wono ede tudwa me kire Eurabna open ene some of the some of the NDC people no enso ede tudwa ne yankwa ne nkotie ne wie a ye ba neja ya bidi enkomo kakra na ye wie beko ye nimu maka che say Dr. Kwadwo Bempah osofo ababonten e de ensembi abeto John Dramani Mahama enim na saasem no John Dramani Mahama ono nso in his speech no wo against enu nti sofo abeka saasem we say no John Dramani Mahama obetie sofo asem na wato asem a wono ababonten abeka ato atwene anase obefa sofo asem na nipa aka kire se o papa yi ene onso wo torfo ye bekosa ensem ni mu na ye di ehun komo che won subscribe ya na obomode na subscribe to YouTube channel yi na wa bomode anaja wa like no wa share video no e de amaye na o comment no nso na de ato comment section no ase ebi a won menya adwene ebi nso a ensem ya ekoso e wo video yi mu a me kire ma adwen e wo ho no video ni mu anso no ebi obi kan bibia wonso betumi a express ho e comment section honom ye beto ankomodie ni so e de efri honom yankwa ne nkobo tie sa video ya meka ho asemi na yemra.
So earlier Erabna was also raising some concern, so it appears it's been 3 in favor of the MPP now, with the NDC not winning any of the seats so far. So sir, what are the concerns? Erabna, you first.
Well, we had 62 polling stations to collate in Ablekuma North. We got a call late last night. I mean, I wasn't even called. It was a message I got to be at the collation center. We got here this morning, EC already admitting that with Ablekuma North, they only had 165 pink sheets, which had already been collated. And then together, all 3 parties, we collated the outstanding up to 216 pink sheets or polling stations. Today we got here and the EC was already ahead with MPP, collecting pink sheets that the MPP side had brought in. The Electoral Commission doesn't have pink sheets, and so how do you now use pink sheets belonging to the opponent or to the other side? How do we verify in our absence? And so we came in and they had already proceeded with about 28 or some 25 polling stations. I don't think we are going to be a party to this. No way.
So you are walking out?
Oh yes, why not? Because if the EC is to provide us with pink sheets, then we'll go. But they have admitted right from the start that they could only make provision for 165, which all 3 parties have already collated. So at this juncture, how do you bring in pink sheets from the MPP and begin collating it for the NDC side to accept it? I think this is daylight robbery and it has to stop.
Dr. Cyril, so she's saying that, okay, so he will not talk to me, but the information once again coming in is that Tema Central Charles for the MPP.
Eti say tie eye asamu a Erabna Yes. Enti say yetie asɛm a ɛyɛ Erabna Obin ɛde ɛbɛtu dwa ya yɛbɛkɔ ɛyɛ maame afiri ye ne nsɛm ne so but wo de yɛnka bibi kakra ɛmfa ɛyɛ Erabna Obin ne nsɛm a ɔde ɛbɛtu edwa no ɛso wo kyerɛ sɛ na omo ɛwɔ 62 polling stations a wɔ sɛ omo ɛsa ɛrecollecti omo kan ɛde bɛka the new one no the old ones no ɛho ansa na omo declare results no. Enti so wanim way dia the question is adentina easy ebobo aba no edema no first time no eno no oje editum menim say question emu da ho edema wa me pacho yente ni statement ni eye na yente statement no.
Now with the NDC not winning any of the seats so far, so sir, what are the concerns? You first.
Well, we had 62 polling stations to collate in Ablekuma North.
Sir, what?
We got a
what
call late last night.
So what are some mama me kan ye? What you? Not just when you see 62 polling station. I also mo collect results no. Enti sama mi we eba abonten eba ka kire wo say eni kwan say court ede ne ho ebegege eye ensensem ya asie yi mu a efa ba bi no so utimi hu nipa kora woye say oye so anxious and so eager a che say eni kwan so say ye pene no e ma che say ono so ede tintintinti e ka say de Ghana mra e ka no sebi onim nyansa e de chen Ghana fo nyina enti de ono e ka no eno e na wo say ejina mentano no kora e na ye de ye adwuma. So wo bie wa no eka se mumbo 62 eye polling stations 62 enya de ketwa a wasamo equality na wo wie esa ebeka se eni kwan se Ghana judiciary no edi omo ho ejeje eye enuoma etise mu a eno no sa na wo no efa ba bi no ebetumi akasa okromfo na wo kromfo because isifo no declare aba no edema wo no wo say an wafa eno de wo gitumu ka kire ye friend say afri ye ne opponent say anka ebe ya ono mfa nkokot abra wansu wunim say 62 polling stations yankan emfa enwie ye no ye ade a kire say maami we say no ebia esu ene ban bi ewo hodomo a no kura nyamenim ne ebia se ka se ye de dibia se MP ebehye ne nsa wanhwe a asem bi bedi bone nanso nye ono nko MPP fo nyina kora no wo musutumi ye bi ba whatever the cases no ono ne de na aba yenko na de yenko tie afri ye nso ne nsem a wode ebetu dwa no yentie afri ye nsem ne ye because key point bi ewo mu pa na ye wi a eja yeba abekasa de afa ho o comment no so no bomodi an fa to comment section no ase na yeni enkomo emfa emfiri ho so far said ye enoma esiko no uhu ne sei yenko tie ensem a ekoso na yemra.
So what have you to say?
Okay. So last time when we met at our collation center, Methodist Church in Ablekuma North, when the EC was using their pink sheets to collate, the gentleman talking, his name is what? He came there, and Kalamu, this gentleman came there and took the EC pink sheet. They came there and took the EC pink sheet. He was captured on video. He tore everything from EC. He tore the pink sheets from EC.
So their concern is that
listen, he tore everything. And then our pink sheets, when we gave the pink sheets to our people to send to the collation center, about 40 or 50 of the pink sheets, they met the guy on the way and tore everything. Little did they know that we had scanned copies of all the 281 polling stations, and they are here. So we kept our 281, and then we got hard copies. We got hard copies of the polling stations. We got hard copies, which is almost about 160. So now they came the second time and they used our pin sheet. The NDC used a free year and MPP in Ablekuma North pin sheet to verify their own, and we gave it to them. We allowed it. We allowed it. We allowed it. We allowed everything because the figures, we didn't mind if what was on our paper was the same. Now what it is that they are hiding their pin sheets in their bag, and they are saying when they see that the thing favors us, when they see that the thing favors us, then they say we don't have. So he said, bring your pin sheet, and we will also bring our pin sheets. We brought our pin sheet, and they called and verified, and everything was okay.
But you can verify that the AC doesn't have their pink sheets.
But EC verified from the returning presiding officers. The EC verified from their presiding officers, and they got some. They sent it to them. They sent it to them. They scanned. Now the problem is that when we called them several times to come, immediately we started just about 4 police stations. They came, and the IT person said, yes, 10 o'clock, but we waited till 15 minutes to 12, 15 to 12 before they came. And then when they came, the EC has started with about 4 of the verified ones. Then he showed it to the NDC IT person. He said, oh, it's the same. And then when we finished, they saw that it is still not going well for them. This is what they have resorted to. Do you understand?
But so far, everything is...
You don't have any problem. Everything is same.
Everything is same, and you are winning.
Yes. We have collected 7 times. We have collected 7 times. 7 times, and I have won.
What's her name? First of all, what's her name?
One pin sheet. She brought only scanned copies, and we did not accept it. We didn't.
So that is what is happening here at the Ablekuma North Policy Center, where there is some kind of misunderstanding between the NDC and the NPP. For the NPP, they are winning, so they want the process to continue. But that of the NDC, they want the process to halt because they are saying the Electoral Commission does not have its own pink sheet, and they are using that of the NPP pink sheet to do the recollation, and they will not be part of these activities. And they are also asking that the process be halted, just like that of Okankwe Central. They've also asked the process to be halted. But earlier, some declarations have been made. That includes that of Obuasi, that the NPP won, and also we have that of Isema Adredri, that also the NDC won. And we currently have also been...
Eti na chese said you wusi eti ye no saa pepepe ena etie a chese saa bre ya me ne wo ekasa die eye domekwa benya ene Ablekuma North eye ade se ehonom no eja edemu pa eja edemu acha saa bre no I don't actually know say ebia omu besa aye re-election foforo se biom be bibia fresh and I say a day because they say no that these 2 constituencies no on hold and omunyina no on hold omu kire se enye ade se omu ebepene enye ade se omu ebepene kra na wutie se de maame afriye nana akua afriye ekan ye ya it is say because or say omo etumi akoleti 7 times nyina no accord in her favor so yes accord in her favor okay yanhwe days ahead no de ebesibia no ade say de ho asem ebebrewo na se ye kwa ne ye ko eye John Dramani Mahama wone osofo a ye frɛ no Kwadwo Bempah sofo Kwadwo Bempah na sofo Kwadwo Bempah wono ene da eye asafo a ye frɛ ne se Holy Hill Chapel ano. Yes. Na asɛm a abaji social media so afa enkrofo ebusa se na ni asɛm we de John Dramani Mahama obesomu sei because John Dramani Mahama kyerese say no ade say oba wa wafa sika bia cathedral sika o one district one dam sika o ene say village dn ni no factory no ono so wa wafa ni sika o ana wa wafa on no esika bia edi including galamsey esika edi kura no enya de se obema ho ato enam so ama enipa bi te se Kevin Taylor mo ene NDC fo enipa bi etumi ede eye warning ama John Dramani Mahama pa so oni asofo entamu nkuta hodie no onhwe yie na eno ena eye osofo eye Kwadwo Bempah watumi agira na safo mu asande eye warning ede ama NDC fo ni titiri John Dramani Mahama na ade yanko tiensem a osofo no ede ebetu dwa no na yenhwe se John Dramani Mahama oti asem wi a sei ena ne ho ebeton ne ho ebeye no na yekutie eba kakra ye wa ye bekasa ede afa ho no so no ye beka.
Now look at it. I'm asking you, how many of you want to enjoy prosperity for the rest of your life? You better raise your hands. I don't know where you are going with poverty. We voted them out because they wanted to make people poor. If the next government also tries it, listen, let me tell you, I'm not a politician, and I'm not a member of any party. Anybody whose leadership does not end up in the well-being of the people, they wake up and laugh at the wrong side of their mouth. Now I've seen the new people also making oh, let's catch this one. My friend, take your time. We didn't vote you to be catching people. Do the economy well. That is why you said you will come. Catching somebody will not bring money into my pocket. Now look at it. So stay focused. I'm asking you, how many of you will catch this one? We'll do this one. We'll do this one. No. That's not our business. That's not our business. Bring the dollar down. You say you will do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. We are not interested. We are going to catch people, chasing people for toilet and water. What are we doing with toilet? Get to work, my friend. Now, Psalm 119 verse 164. So stay focused. We'll catch this one. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. No. That's not our business. That's not our business. Bring the dollar down. You say.
Eti safo eye Kwadwo Bempah ono so nensemo a woka ede kire NDC ene John Dramani Mahama eno no wo chese John Dramani Mahama should stay focused. Wonhwe so no wonye de wo se oye na saa enchiche se we yakudi sika ne saa no ma ne de ade se John Dramani Mahama eni kwan se ode eye na nisu ade hunu kura anase oda no odwene saa eno ma no ho because saa mekwa akwachichi we sei no emfasika emre Ghana fo anase emfasika emeto Ghana ni bia ebutumu enu nti no Ghana fo yesu eya economy no na yedi ani bre nyina ekosoe no se economy a enye ene dollar ekosoro ene chese eno ba ne bo eye eden no eho asem na yeka enu nti no se John Dramani Mahama hye otirimu se wode ba be ye adwuma na afe na adwuma yenum no osa edi kochini akopepe nkrofo achichi wo mu ne de according to osofo Kwadwo Bempah yes ono na eda asafo a Holy Hill Chapel ano ede aba abeto Ghana fo animu a wonso betumi aka bibi kakra ede afa ho se bia wadwenkyire bi ede fa ho a se John Dramani Mahama enchichinchichi mecho na nkrofo a omo corrupt any ade ana omo a katasehye bi efolfol wo mu no se o se na nitu ade hunu se obachi wo mu no onkoso anasa de sofo kan ye no wunyai a chese sofo asem we say no aspark reactions pa e social media use a kakra me kan se se economy be ye mpo a at least enkyere se obi more mine kro no enu nti no se John Dramani Mahama ode aye na nisu ade hunu no except se ebi asofo nim se John Dramani Mahama obakora asade no onye enu nti kra no ode kan ni sei se de be ya John Dramani Mahama benya ade bi agina so na waka se oh sofo bi kan se ma menye nti ma anye aha se bi asofo nim ne saade a eno de eno no na nchen ba aside no se John Dramani Mahama ede eye omu afa kwambone so elutu omayi esika ene ade no aha odi omu efa emra kwan so a eno de nka eye pa nke betumi aboa ye ke betumi aboa oman pa only say John Dramani Mahama yes ade na because obi ntumi in the name of Ghana emerge 58 million US dollars enkonkotu amena a ye nya bula kura emfrimu da bia meka se sa amena na cathedral ho amena na omukotu ye no senke nya bula frimu kura na nka me defend wo mu at least water is life and na won kwan so a wo wade enu tinka na ebe mo benefit of the doubt to say omotu bula e de amaye but here is the case say ensu atata mu nyina no gise osoro to nsu ansa na akota atamu so ho a che sankrofo no omu ene ye ni ni ye enti this money no also omutimi ede eba ena biemu no nso no enya no nko enya cathedral fo nko na momomu disika kese disika wie sika ewo manimu no se John Dramani Mahama ewo bibia ne na esisu a wo se ogina so wo de ebeye saade ne dia ene eno ne de yes also to me ye but so wonim se wontumi nya nso de ni kwan so obeka wonim se wontumi nya ene sofo asema o kan yi no mene no eye adwene pa won hwe so no onya de wo ye enye se bia obe wasting the time ena mechi we di na court na so at the end of the day now wo president na wo di nipa na court now na wo be difo e basa na eye ade a ha adwene enti onso betumi e de o comment at comment section no aseni edi nkomo e de free eye ensem a osofo ebeka ye mu emu na eye just last weekend eye ade say UTV honom eye shepa a chese eye oba ye frɛ no MC ya ye boa etumi ko program yi so bu God mu nyina ekɔ honom ene John Dumelo yes ayawa so eye West we gone omu incoming MP enso etumi ekɔtena so ene nipa enkaye afufuru bi na meme hwɛ program no sɛ de program no kɔɔ no mani anya ho program no sɛ de esi kɔɔ no bias no sɛ UTV sɛ de mdi kan ɛkan ye no so mo ye ne sɛ ɛyɛ NDC for station a omo nye na omo hu ne sɛ ne MPP fo bi ama ho but so mo ye ne sɛ ɛyɛ neutral station dia and they should be careful and sometimes sɛ de omo si omo programs no say enya papa na so no memo mu benefit of the doubt kakra because adwene de ni ba ko fuutirim enti at the end of this video no sɛ me sa hunu sa no mani biemu na sɛ ne omo ho ba asɛm ene mechanical pa because yakura ye wa hai no ye private studios you know eye ade sɛ ye wo mixers a ye tumi de control microphones any ade na a station like UTV national station make say national kra but station at least a one nation ni mu a no so agidi omo kan sembia obia tumi di na no tumu ho ni ade chesa tan bibia tan wo de yankoni enkotie ensem a ekoso a chese MCI ye boa okoye te sebi ntefra wakoto enkukomu a omu etutu no sere ene abasa chese saade no e wo se NDC fo a omu wo UTV no they should be careful Empress Gifty Empress, you should be careful. You should be careful because there a course no na any enya. Yanko nyanko video no na ode ye mra na ye mekasa kakra emfa ehun.
But yes, but some didn't come out. But some worked behind the scenes to make sure that I win the seat. And I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of them. And hopefully let us all work together. But Abani, they are winning. You show me.
Queen.
Social media managers.
Oh, nyabuti.
Bazo me can be one.
Oh, me we pacho.
Baba ni awin NDC awin abano. NDC, ya win abano. All I'm trying to say is almost you to me winning.
Sister. Hey, yeah, Debbie. Oh, shouting.
I'm not. But if
so me say breathing. Let me breathing. I'm calm. Me say calm. Calm down.
No. And I also explain telephone.
So you said you will never win.
Yeah.
You have been choosing the so when I'm choosing back, you saying
yeah, it's okay.
13,000.
Yeah, 13,000. But
and then Usako Parliament who could display where you mesaka.
Yeah,
I want you to understand that.
Relax.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I'm listening.
Yeah, who tell me?
Okay. Okay.
Who tell me? Onu say me mo bi akasa ni mama wa tena sesa na happen.
I'm winning and did you call me to say
yeah, punishment.
Did you leave a message or send right on social media?
I congratulated you on radio.
Me man to that.
Now they no have on social media.
Thank you.
Now some radio and that social media. Say radio social media.
No, like I saw your video. No, I saw your video.
Ominga MPP ni. Hold on.
But you said it there before that time.
Hold on.
Are you why they do so?
Empress
Rider.
We don't have this conversation.
When you do that, it's not fair.
I don't do anything.
It's not fair.
Man can't just say for her now call here. He didn't say anything. Everybody's
NDC. Okay.
I'm not NDC.
Everybody's either you're NDC or you're neutral.
No, I'm not NDC. Neither am I not. It's not.
One baby I'm meeting no. But one baby I'm meeting no. Mr. Logic, now no can say me, Mr. I cannot live in a place where you kunipa 8
in Jamaica.
Let's go be MCR. Only happen ordinary baby. Oh, who's go share ni na. All I'm trying to say is that you bought 2 tapes now. Who difference? No, yeah, Pacho. You have sat on this show before and said, Pacho. Oh, Mami
Who they be? Empress Pacho, we are you.
You see, there's something called credibility.
Yes, let them finish.
There's something called credibility.
Yes.
Every day we are building it.
Yes, that's true.
Every day, if we are not careful, we will spoil it.
Yes.
So you should be of the view. So, okay, Maka E. Ena Mika no Ankosisa. If you have beside say they all kind. Oh yes, Sana Mika. But say na dia na kwa kede adane. Then yes sir. Nkofo then ya areshemu. Oh. You have belief in you and trust in your words. Yes. But don't say one kasa.
Man kasa then exactly.
Obi asu we see we MPP. But me back me here, me be ma me here.
Empress Pacho.
We say we nye MPP ni. Me say what na ha kasa. Who you MPP? What campaign man PPP? You
I never campaigned for MPP.
But what can what happen, baby? I would like
to. No, you see, me Pacho. That day.
No, bright people.
Hold on, let me tell you. And I so quick to tell. And we were having a discussion about MPP. And I'm not so quick to defend this MPP for I'm free theater. Now, you see how people can be forgetful.
Yes.
Nobody, you see, that day I was sitting here. Prior to them, I mean, refreshing Ghana for
refresh.
When Fix the Country campaign started, new MCI. I was the one who was part of the movement. I was the one who sat on social media and even on Monia TV, criticized the government. NDC communicators were using my videos on their platform. Hold on, let me finish. That one, nobody tagged me as MPP. when we did fix the country, I was 3 months pregnant leading that demonstration against MPP. I was there. I sat here with Sokrit Safo. And Sokrit, yes, the videos are there. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I was the same Yayabwa who spoke that went viral everywhere. Was against that time was against MPP. Nobody said I'm MPP. No problem. We sat here with Sokrit Safo, and Sokrit was campaigning and saying that MPP has done this, and I said, Sokrit, it's a lie. We all have political affiliation. Me, MC Gayabwa, there are a number of votes that are casted for MPP, but it doesn't mean that if MPP does something, MPP and wrong, we cannot speak about it because we voted for the party. I sat here, I sat on social media, and I said that look, I have voted for MPP. Hold on, I'm not. So let me make my point clear. I have sat here and I've said that. So if something negative happens and I'm talking about the same political party and I'm asking questions that goes in favor of MPP, now everyone wants to tag me, say, oh, we MPP ni, oh, to about my MPP ni. No, okay, finish. I'm not. What am I saying? No, John, I'm a journalist. I'm doing my job. I will ask questions. So what is this thing about? Because you criticize the government and so you attack that.
Obia can indirectly guess Bibi Oto Naba. Obia can indirectly guess Bibi Oto Naba.
We don't have to indirectly guess.
But you say cheddar ni you baby am ko vote vote back. Let us make it clear that there are people that do jobs. We ask pertinent questions to issues that are being discussed. If it's going in favor of NDC, we will talk about it. If it's going in favor of MPP, we will talk about it. But don't tag me. Nobody can stand anywhere and say me MPP. And I hear rumors that people are saying that MPP has given me money. They should come out with receipts and come and prove that this is what it is.
Taking money from them to do PR or anything. There's no shame in your game.
If it is Mecca, you see that is you are rest. Mecca.
Ziga.
You do sad you say once and for all. Maybe a victim at the other way. Let me tell you something.
What is this thing about
MPP?
I'm a journalist.
Broadcasting. It's not even a BBC standard. You understand? But we're trying to be objective.
Okay.
And I wonder why I say Sababu Abemwa just say Yamwana Basu. Say Beva say Bia.
MPP.
Meba. NPP no hon. Waba. NPP IBB. You are trumpeting the gospel of it. And people tag me as this. Meba. Obi banu about the cat. Maybe I'm here.
Mimi say MC there. Bidimuni nyano ye.
Meba.
Say nene on to me.
Say NPP.
Enjoy.
But
who know almost
SSC
rally. Rally. But what me want
Meba. Nyabote.
Okay, video.
Okay, video. We hear mommy cry say we the MPP ni. Now do you remember Meba? Do you remember that video you did for my husband?
I did for your husband. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. That I know when
Meba.
Okay, yes. Me that. Crowd evidence
Meba.
Midst of too much talking.
And then you still dropping. Say MPP abanya ye chuma because Mr. Video no me it get to me, so I had the video. I'm being honest here. It is a ya catch and say na ya 2 years na ya beka say why journalist and or you neutral, I will understand.
Okay, Empress, thank
for
you.
Me for me, I will understand. And 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, we'll be able to Mr. Sana can be a person to Abba. But for her to sit here and say me MPP, you cannot tell me so about my MPP that. Ziga, member was so Empress. And Ziga member was so. Let's be honest here. We MPP here, and ferry. Me last 4 years, me couldn't constand us a parliamentary candidate. I walk and as a wife, I stood behind my husband.
In fact,
yes, me go to house to house. Me take me mama campaign. I will sit here and say something to about my MPP that no. So I mean, that you don't need to also we are ashamed of it.
Am I saying I'm ashamed? That video you're talking about.
Make me go according to your. You see, let's.
Yes, the spade is what we are
saying. Send them the essay. You are no more there. I am okay.
Because I just sat here and said I sat on UTV and I said I voted for him. And the same video.
Again in 2024.
No, but you said that. How did you say that? That's why. Asama give the air can say. Oh, can you
relax?
Asama Empress can say, oh, Kasano, you were referencing to the past. Krama John Bissau say, so you are no longer MPP. You said no. You are not NDC. You said no.
Yes. Now, are you a journalist?
So that said video Empress is talking about. It's a video where I said, me, Yayeba, I have voted for MP.
Thank you.
Hold on, but I've never denied that. What's the reason? Who am I scared of?
But he's talking about vote.
I have said that me, I have an MPP member party card, but it doesn't mean that MPP disabling same.
Please. I followed you because of the way I said it. Onu nampo now unko ya obeba be can said it. It's not me follow no for the madden. It's not me one day. Only kade for now day or a journalist to know. For ya that I know obeka baby ochina.
It is
but now you are not.
When I realized things, when I spoke truth to power, and it went against MPP, and this is going, hey. Now I speak. Let me tell you the genesis. Now I speak to something that is against NDC. NDC will say, hey, who MPP now? And come MPP Nina said I'm foolishly an MPP member. You think I'll criticize the party? You think I'll mention some of the things that they do? Go and check on your TV. Go and check archives. So if people will question things, NDC about power. If NDC does something, we'll talk about it. If it's not going well, we'll talk about it. What I'm trying to say is that yes, we get that people can vote for a party, but you cannot say because you are for this party, you cannot criticize or you cannot say anything. And so NDC, before anything, I'm a journalist. Before anything else.
But you're still a Cadbury member.
No, I'm not. On your view, it's okay. Can we? It's okay. Honorable, question was too much. It's okay. Renew. Abania sentencing of 6 months. Your take on it?
Also marvelously well.
Eti Asamoah etumi esi ewo UTV a meka se ya osi etumi edi eho enkomo kakra no ma notice enoma bi kakra de afa this conversation ho ebinum efa no se eye neutral se ebia enyehwe but kira the situation as say no oman Ghana yakwa yakoduru oman bi say no ya politicize ya ho to the extent say se obi declare se me we MPP ni a enye se won to me declare de MCI ebo a ye no ebi no mo ntenase nanso no nyansa ewo mu pa because say no o man na kwakoye bibi ti say o party awowo no ehun ene yehwewo ansa na wo dibre anase bibi fatawa ye de amount enu ti na misusu ye se ema MCI ebo a etumi edina so eye MPP anase o deny say onye MPP ni but o yamfa ne say wo ye MPP ni kura na wo de yenka no kure say how this conversation no etumi etene better than MPP NDC most of the panelists are umutu onum ni and as a majority of them no enso eye NDC funti uhun say the omusi etu omu no ede egu ne so say this thing no enya ade bi enya ade a eye fine kora including eye Farmer John me Farmer John eye John Dumelo because although say oye actor sometimes no o character ebetumi adedi kakra but there were position bi ohono mu a okokodura eni kwan say woda wo ho also to be share wo ho so to a level a obia ede eye enidie ebema wo de yamfa ne say this video no happen last week Saturday and happen ye yenhwe ade kakra me pese yehwe ade ketua bi ewo hase ebra MCI ebo a kasa no yenhwe actions bi ana ekoso ewo Farmer John ewo MCI ebo a echi yenhwe ebeba sisi da actions no mama hwese betu anya action quick ede amaye yeah very good share look he was teasing her and I say he was making fun of her in a way say what the make say enti ebra MCI yeboa kasa no yanka ne say na nani eni ne ho so enu nti no wonu de wonim de ekọ so ewo nachi let's look at him we ni nyina na omoke no so ho omoke no yes enti se ene MCI ebo a ekohwe eye video we na wo hunu this action ya eye John Dumelo ya how is she going to feel because nani abra wo kana asem no eye John Dumelo ne actions yi ema NDC foi kura no na omo twetwe eye ababa wei more ena asemu a MCI yebo a eka ya omo hye no MPP atade no enya asem bia na nka ose ka omo de ekọ MPP ni NDC ehun kura de bi enu ti UTV for se mu hweye se mu ye program a munye program se eye political program a munhunu se eye political program na moye anase se ye one sided political party bi program na moye a ewo se mo tumi emma public no ehunu but some ba beto mo nsa afre ebi a obi a wo ye neutral person anase obi a obeba be politicize programs are more in favor of a certain political party no eye ade a ebe tarnish mu image ebe ha adwene because obi ekase meto aba edema MPP a it doesn't mean say enipa no eye MPP ni ena so ye MPP ni nso kura na ensai hwe but enam say enne no ya adwene ni nyina no akoye political thing political thinking no enu ti no emma nipa no kura express say wo ye MPP ni because wachina bi no akoka ni TV so amana kwa Ghana nyina no obekọ office bi anase position bi ewo ho no mu a eye MPP ni bi NDC ni bi ene da no a ono ete say ababawe eka say wo ye MPP ni nti enam say political ideology na say sa encrophobia ti sa na adwene nti no obeka say position a efata eye MCI ebo anokra no onfa ma no ɛno nti no ɛnyɛ meeting biara saa ɛna yɛhu no sɛ bia ɛyɛ neutral da bi ɛyɛ the situation as say ɔman no yakɔ akɔduru ɛno no situation a yɛ man no akɔduru no ɛno no ɛno nti no sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛma saa political parties yi MPP NDC ni wɔn mo keka ho no ɛsɛ yɛ adwene to the extent sɛ yɛnua kora no yɛtumi sere no anaasɛ wowɔ political party bi a wani ewu a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhu sɛ yɛduru danger baabi ɔman no aduru no aduru danger. So we need to be careful sɛ bi a yɛyɛ yɛ nneɛma bi a ɛna bia mu no nso no UTV sɛ bi minim sɛ at least omu wɔ mixtures a ɛyɛ adwuma ana mixes a ɛyɛ adwuma a betumi a control no. But when it comes to say mo ye program ne yɛn host ɛna yɛn hunu ɛyɛ guest a ɛyɛ na ɛha adwene because ɛtɔ bia omu nyina kasa ne tumi tubom ho na mo asum yɛ oche ɛno so yɛ ade a UTV station no ɔsɛ mutumi hwɛ sɛ kasa kɔ class sɛ ya ɔsɛ mutumi bɔ the technical team na omu gyina omu control mo mixes no etumi turn ada ɛyɛ microphones ne off na ne host no enkoa etumi ekasa ofre obi a na mo turn ne on ɛno nso betumi aboa mo ayi no nti wei ene no ma me notice ɛwɔ this conversation mu a ebinom afa ne traba enye trasa de enye wom no we need to condemn it enye sa ebeba abeha oman no na yawie program no de nanso no ɛyɛ Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon ejamia na ya mbetena ha me de comment no ema wo ya hwɛ de sesi a Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon why akwadwo because member program yi so no watumi atonyom no na watumi atwamu 45 hours na aka some few hours na chese watumi atwa 2 days no egu enu nti no yenko hwe current state said this is ya no enoma AC ekoso ewo eye Kumase Afua Asantewaa ne Sing-A-Thon ni mu no enu nti Afua Asantewaa ni gina hoi enwom ba na watu yentie kakrai. Yes ebeba out sisia nyabotre mama.
So make you no cry, you say you go be make you still try you.
Okay, and right now na de idea say can promise na nyom CCTV camera na eja otwa Kumase supporters si almost support no. Yes, why idea pa nti sabre de Heroes Park oko Baba Yara Sports Stadium ho a hono mo a na Heroes Park enso ewo a chese yebetumi de support no akoma no waya ade se wo gina wo na so pa enra metia na msi o me beye me ho hwehwe ni mo a se me ne no bepo o mete mani na man na me de ko enyamia so ho enyamia but ababa wo etumi agina honom atumi atonwom a chese utumi use bibia koso fine but whatever the case is ya no abomodi ano watumi a share video no because eno so na won so betumi de asupporto ye nuaba Afua Asantewaa ne second attempt ya oyi no se no watwa 48 na just watwa 2 days se 2 days abetwam tinkakra se no record a o break no singing marathon a whole record and opese utumi ebo modiana obreki na singing marathon numu no obi ekura title na dada abrantia na papa okura title no ye frɛ Sunil oye Indiani wono nso timi gina ne naso anase etena ase etonwom 105 minutes hours minutes 105 hours ena eye abrante Sunil etumi etena India maimu etumi eto enwom no na wa title no recording we kura for I think 12 years 13 years because when that title no I think the year 2012 yes 2012 and when na efiri honom no obia entumi and try bi eka Afua Asantewaa wasore se sa record no obetumi abreki na Afua Asantewaa ehye ase no yenyina enim se enkraman mu ena obo modern a ehye ase ede efiri ya enkraman mu a wo hye ase no eye ade se Afua Asantewaa etumi ejina ne naso etena ase ene ene na nyina afamu ne ade ene utumi ejina eye box yi mu eto nyom 126 hours 52 minutes ena Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon etumi ejina eto ye but na Ghana for ye need so say at least Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon betumi akoje eye award yi anaso betumi age sa title no afei yehwe mu abosome atwamu bosome mienu bosome mien se ko ne bosome nan mu Afua Asantewaa dia na ekoso Afua Asantewaa che Guinness Book of Records for Bempah results emre no say no we say Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon ene ni kunu atumi age results yi de akwa hye mpaase mpana se de me anam de hye honum ba nya mpaase no bude hye ba o maje de esie kopem se Guinness Book of Records for ene de eye announcement babema eye Ghana for kire se omo disqualify eye Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon because na Afua Asantewaa onim se ebia ambassadorial deals ne no ma bia na sponsorship deals bi ni ade no ade se se oba bonten faster ebia ombeji de free ne sem ene ade no ntina wode sa ade no isiye wode paper no isiye eti ebeto odwa no ene osabe announce se ade se opeso sa try second attempt na no wode abakumase Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Chemu Honomwa baby a friend honum Heroes Park. Yes, I just say walk Ujiramoa different on the 21st. Eko akusi 25th. Just say and 9. And the age namo atonyum. No atonyum so ahudu p. Now says in case say Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon to me a breaking record way. No to me mianani. Etumi eye bi abe 150 hours anasa 130 ede ekodia ene ebeboa no ebeboa ne pa se genuinely anasa total number Guinness Book of Records no enya hours no se tumi kwaya between 130 to 150 ebeboa ne pa ma na tumi hold record we achieve because 105 kura no ena be 13 years mu obi entumi embreaki ye no na enye eye 130 plus because eduma we are wo ye no eye ade se ano edin yem previous videos mu no metumi achechire mu kakra a break no ma down ene ade obetumi akọ yem videos nim no akọ Afua Asantewaa de efa eye Sing-A-Thon yi ehun eye flops ebia baby a last year de no a day in a course wa ebia possibility ewo mu say enu na Guinness Book of Records for ejina so e de disqualify no enu no ya cheche ni nyina mu ewo wo yin videos no na improvement ben na etumi about this time around nim but said the maker no meya live video e de afa ho tia no abomodia no wa join na ebiem no so won subscribe ya abomodia na subscribe na turn on the notification bell and someone you di ho komo ni nyina no de obeto so ene ne wote ye no so wa adwenkyire bia obetumi e de ato comment section no aseni edi enkomo e de efri honum yanko Afua Asantewaa de yi so na yintie kakra na se ikutie na wanteme nkade a yebesa ehia e wo live video a meba beye e wo Afua Asantewaa Sing-A-Thon edie no ho eno no makra